a very good day. We are from Group 15. For today, we're going to present our group assignment entitled Post-COVID-19 of Air Traffic Cross-Border Malaysia Singapore. My name is Sipa Masita, batch number 264577, and I will start with the introduction. Air traffic cross-border can be defined as the movement of the aircraft flying along a route across a border between two nations. So for the study focused on Malaysia-Singapore, which both of them are important to each other, as the flight was ranked as one of the busiest international air routes in the world before the pandemic occurred. However, as COVID-19 has been spread out, Malaysia only received 1.55 million visitors from Singapore in 2020. The numbers of visitors declined from previous years, and this happened as Malaysia imposed a travel restriction to prevent the pandemic that keep on increasing. Next, the aim is to educate players at their knowledge on the post-COVID of Malaysia-Singapore air traffic cross-border. For the objective, the first one is to provide a platform for players to get a general knowledge on air traffic cross-border and create a healthy competitive environment. The second objective is to develop players' interest regarding the importance of air traffic cross-border, focusing on Malaysia-Singapore. And the last objective is to generate knowledge on Visitor Travel Line (VTL) between Malaysia-Singapore using interesting game. Moving on to the problem statement. The first problem statement is the lack of understanding in air traffic cross-border, and the next problem statement is the lack of understanding in Visitor Travel Lane (VTL), where it has been recognized as the post-COVID solution that just has been introduced in November 29 last year. That's all for my part. Thank you.
My name is Amira Izzati binti Ahmad Tamizi, 264588. I will continue my presentation with literature review. For the investigation, the issue is post-COVID-19 of air traffic and cross-border trade in Malaysia-Singapore. People have no interest regarding air traffic cross-border focusing on Malaysia-Singapore for COVID-19. Malaysia launched a designated travel lane (VTL) where quarantine-free travel will be allowed between Singapore and Malaysia. For the preparation, we studied about the important message to be delivered to the public. Second, we decided to construct a gamification project, which is in Jutaria the Billionaire board game. Third, we prepared a few questions that related to the issue so that the player gain knowledge after play the game. For the action, we find our targeted player, teach them about the manual how to play the game. The game is conducted in PowerPoint, and lastly, we conduct a survey to know the player's feedback before and after play the game. And lastly, for reflection, we distribute the Google form to know the player's feedback and modify the game design according to players' comment that they stated in the survey.
My name is Muhammad Aminuddin bin Abdul Aziz, matric number 264447. Now I will explain about this game, air traffic and cross-border trade Jutaria. Number of players is 4 players, and duration of the game 4 rounds. And how to play? Each player will give one counter. The player will roll dice and move to the checkpoint according to the throw. And the player needs to answer the prepared question if they land on the quiz checkpoint. And the game will be over if somebody completes 4 rounds. Now I will demonstrate this game. I will use one player as an example. The player will throw dice and move accordingly. If player land on Q section, player need to answer correctly to move forward. If not, player cannot roll dice for 2 rounds. And P box, if player answer correctly, player will get chance to roll dice and move forward. And for the prison icon, player cannot move for 1 round. And this icon, player need to go back 4 steps, 1, 2, 3. And this section, player can jump to 1. And first player who complete 4 rounds will be a winner and get prize RM50. Thank you.
We will explain about data analysis. For the demographic profile, we analyze the gender, ethnic, and level of education. For the gender, female are higher than male, which is 63.3%. For the ethnic, the Malay will higher than others, which is 63.3%. And then for the level of education, the secondary school and diploma and degree are the same, which is 33.3%. For descriptive analysis, the mean for each question for expectation game is the same, which is 4.4667. So the overall of the mean for the expectation game is 4.4667. The mean for each question for experience game are different. So the total of means for the experience games is 4.3533. So that's mean the means of the expectation game are higher than the means of the experience games.